Jade Cargill. WWE fans, hold on to your seats because what just went down in the ring was nothing short of jaw-dropping. Naomi, long regarded as a fan favorite for her high-flying moves and electrifying energy, did the unthinkable. She didn't just defeat Jade Cargill, she humiliated her in front of millions of WWE viewers. This wasn't a typical win. This was a statement, a bold declaration that Naomi is not just here to participate in the women's division, she's here to dominate. Let's break down the events, the drama, and the aftermath of Naomi's brutal takedown of Jade Cargill and what it means for the future of WWE's women's division. The rise of Jade Cargill. Dominance personified. Before diving into Naomi's stunning victory, let's take a moment to reflect on who Jade Cargill is and why this loss is so significant. From the moment Jade made her WWE debut, she quickly established herself as a dominant force. The moment she stepped into the ring, her raw strength, athleticism, and larger-than-life persona made her an unstoppable force. Unbeaten, unrelenting, and brimming with confidence, Jade treated every opponent as nothing more than an obstacle on her path to greatness. Her undefeated streak and dominance in WWE's women's division made her an air of invincibility. She walked into matches with unparalleled confidence, holding herself in the belief that no one could touch her. With each victory, she built her reputation further as an unstoppable powerhouse who no one could defeat. But as history has shown time and time again in the wrestling world, dominance doesn't last forever. There's always someone lurking in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to strike and bring down the seemingly untouchable. That someone, in this case, was Naomi. Naomi, waiting for the perfect moment. Naomi has been a fan favorite for years, thanks to her breathtaking athleticism and high-flying moves. However, despite her incredible talent and energy, she's often found herself overlooked and underutilized in WWE's vast roster of superstars. Yet Naomi never stopped training. She never stopped pushing herself. Behind the scenes, she was always preparing for the right moment, the moment when she would make her mark. That moment came when she was given the opportunity to face Jade Cargill in the ring. While Jade was cocky and confident, dismissing Naomi as just another opponent on her path to victory, Naomi entered the match with something far more valuable: determination. She wasn't just here to take part, she was here to prove a point. The match, Naomi's masterclass in strategy. The build-up to this match was nothing short of intense. Jade, as always, was dismissive of Naomi, acting as though the match was a mere formality. She mocked Naomi, belittling her every chance she got, treating Naomi as just another stepping stone in her undefeated streak. Meanwhile, Naomi entered the ring with a fire in her eyes that we hadn't seen in years. She wasn't intimidated, she was ready to fight. When the bell rang, Jade immediately tried to assert her dominance. Using her superior strength, she took control early, trying to wear down Naomi with her raw power. But Naomi, being the strategist she is, didn't fall into Jade's trap. Instead, she patiently dodged, countered, and waited for the perfect opportunity to strike. Naomi's moment arrived when Jade attempted to hit Naomi with a devastating powerbomb. In a flawless display of skill and timing, Naomi countered, twisting out of the move and sending Jade crashing into the ropes. The crowd was on the edge of their seats, but what happened next took everyone by complete surprise. In the midst of the chaotic reversal, Jade suffered an embarrassing wardrobe malfunction, an unfortunate moment witnessed by millions of viewers worldwide. The WWE Universe erupted in shock, and the commentators were left stunned as the once invincible powerhouse found herself in a vulnerable and humiliating position. But Naomi didn't hesitate. Rather than giving Jade the chance to recover, Naomi seized the moment with the precision of a seasoned veteran. She taunted Jade, mocking her in front of the millions watching at home. She capitalized on Jade's moment of weakness and delivered a brutal submission hold that forced Jade to tap out, an outcome that left everyone, including the WWE locker room, in utter disbelief. The once unbeatable Jade Cargill was left humiliated, her undefeated streak shattered, and her confidence shattered in front of the WWE Universe. The fallout. The locker room divided. The aftermath of Naomi's shocking victory was immediate and divisive. The WWE locker room was buzzing with mixed reactions. Some superstars were quick to praise Naomi for her incredible performance, pointing out that she had proved a valuable point. Even the most dominant competitors can be defeated with strategy, patience, and the right moment. Naomi, who had spent so long overlooked, had finally asserted her place in the women's division, showing that even the most unstoppable forces can be brought down. However, not everyone saw things the same way. There were others in the locker room who felt Naomi had crossed a line. Her taunting of Jade, as well as the way she exploited the wardrobe malfunction, was seen by some as too far. Many believe that Jade deserves a rematch, a chance to redeem herself and regain her lost dignity. But the question on everyone's mind was, would Jade be the same after this loss? Or has her confidence been shattered forever? Jade Cargill's reaction, preparing for revenge. You can bet Jade Cargill is not taking this defeat lying down. She's been a powerhouse since her debut, and losing in such a humiliating fashion will no doubt ignite a fire within her. Rumors are already circulating that Jade is training harder than ever, furious about the loss and determined to reclaim her status as the top woman in WWE. But the question remains, will Jade be the same after this humiliating defeat? She had been unbeatable, but Naomi exposed a weakness that no one had previously seen. How will Jade respond? Can she bounce back, or has this moment irrevocably shaken her confidence? If Jade does indeed return with a vengeance, you can be sure that Naomi's victory will only add fuel to the fire. Jade will likely be more determined, more focused, and perhaps even more dangerous than ever. However, Naomi has already proven that she's capable of taking down the most powerful forces in WWE. And if Jade wants redemption, she will have to fight harder than ever before. Naomi's statement, more than just a victory. Naomi's victory wasn't just about taking down Jade Cargill. It was about more than just a single match. Naomi sent a message to everyone in WWE's women's division. She showed that despite being overlooked for so long, she is not just a participant in the division. She is a force to be reckoned with. She took down Jade when no one thought it was possible, and in doing so, she showed that the women's division has a new top contender. In the weeks following her victory, Naomi's stock has only risen. She proved that with patience, intelligence, and a well-timed strike, anyone can be brought down, even someone like Jade Cargill. Naomi now finds herself in a prime position to take on whoever stands in her way. But the question remains, where does she go from here? What's next for the WWE Women's Division? Naomi's shocking victory has undoubtedly sent ripples throughout WWE. The Women's Division, which has seen an incredible rise in talent and visibility in recent years, has just been set on a new course. Naomi has proven herself as a legitimate threat to the top of the division. The rivalry between her and Jade Cargill is far from over, but it also opens the door for other women to step up and challenge for the title. Will Naomi continue to dominate, or will Jade rise again to reclaim her position as the top woman in WWE? What other challengers are waiting in the wings, ready to make their mark on the division? The WWE Universe is in for a thrilling ride in the coming months, and Naomi's shocking victory is just the beginning of a new era in the women's division. Conclusion: the drama is just getting started. Naomi's triumph over Jade Cargill wasn't just a victory, it was a defining moment in WWE history. The match, filled with psychological warfare, unexpected twists, and a shocking outcome, will be remembered for years to come. Naomi has made it clear that she's not just here to participate in the women's division, she's here to dominate. But the question on everyone's mind is, what happens next? Will Jade come back with a vengeance? Can she reclaim her status? Or has Naomi exposed a vulnerability that will be hard to overcome? The fallout from this match will have lasting effects, and fans are eagerly awaiting the next chapter in this thrilling rivalry.